Okay, so today we're going to talk about natural selection, and the scientist who came up with this idea was Charles Darwin, which you might have been familiar with, the older picture of him here. But he was more of an explorer and went on his ship, the HMS Beagle, around to look at different organisms and document them. The place he ended up going was the Galapagos Islands off the coast of South America. And there's all sorts of wonderful variety of organisms who live there. But the main thing he decided to study were the finches. Okay, and so we kind of think of Darwin's finches. He made two very important observations. His first observation, as you can see here, we have different organisms. And you might notice that the thing that's different about them is that there's variation within a species, and it was dependent on the environment. So these different finches have different characteristics, but it also depends on the environment that they are in. So that variation is also known as diversity. And these traits that they had are called adaptations to help them survive and reproduce. He also noticed that organisms on the islands were geographically separated from each other. So you can see here that there are several different species of finch, but some of them are not present on other islands, and sometimes they're separated completely by the location. This can lead to something called reproductive isolation, where we do not have reproduction happening between populations because and therefore no interbreeding, just because they're in physically different locations. Okay, so that was Darwin's idea of natural selection, and we can also apply this to other organisms. So we're going to watch a video in a second about the fiddler crab, and they have one really large claw, and why you think that is.